where we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury.
Coverage of the NFL brings us to first Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're a good AFC matchup. And the Cleveland Browns. Man, it's about ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed.
He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how chain mover, they're all the way down inside the 40 now. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not before they're inside the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second down, here's Chubb again. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 28-yard line. Oh, a jet sweep to start the drive. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Watson now to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them. Not
touchdown! Melvin Gordon from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Chubb will get the call running left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down, here's Chubb again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Now the ball comes loose, and I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster. Running for it, here's Chubb. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Watson on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. And we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson under pressure. They got him again. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack in the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So an opening drive interception to begin the second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Stiff-armed, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Watson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now it's Watson. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, it's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 19 yards away. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that there's...
But I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right. And as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. Delivering it. He's got him again. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route pretty deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Melvin Gordon unable to push his way forward. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now a first down throw. Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Or a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Javon Wims, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
That was a special return. And it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And they're going to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have made it a 3-score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Well, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Throwing is Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, Wilson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. One last shot for Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second.